Bitcoin has just broken out of its downward trend, and it seems that we might see that $100,000 for Bitcoin today. Additionally, everything seems to be turning a bit, and the attention appears to be shifting more towards Ethereum and also altcoins. In this video, I will show you exactly why I expect that an altcoin peak is coming in the very short term. Cool, you are watching another new video. In this video, we are going to take a look at the Bitcoin breakout. It's important, 100,000 out. It could really come very quickly now. Ethereum is gaining more attention and secretly more and more Ethereum is being purchased. So I expect a lot from that. And I will also show you where there might still be opportunities to buy Ethereum, but also altcoins. And there is a lot of bullish news coming out now. This will really lead to an explosion soon. And I think we might jump very hard over that 100K. Especially with all those headlines that will come out soon. Bitcoin reaches a legendary $100,000 record. You can't really make this up, of course. But well, that gets me too excited again. If you like these kinds of videos, please give it a like and leave a comment below. If you're new to this channel, my name is Cornet. I share everything about crypto, altcoins, and Bitcoin, whatever you want to learn and know. So if you like that, please subscribe to this channel with the red button below. I would really appreciate it. And if you do these three things, you have a chance to win 100 USDT, and every Monday in the video, I announce the winner. Furthermore, I often have some issues with Instagram with bans. I can't chat for a few days, so I can't respond to your DMs. I find Twitter a bit nicer. Add me on Sean Cornet, put the link in the description. You can follow me if you have Twitter. I share a lot of analysis and entry moments. Furthermore, we all know that it is Black Friday, and we have the biggest discount ever currently on the Kryptonite Academy. The cryptocurrencies we have, $997 in January, will go up to $1,297, and I will also roll out a new version. People who are members now will automatically receive a free upgrade. You can claim this now for half the price. For $497, you can get started with those courses. This promotion will be live for a few more hours. When this video goes live, it will be a lot less. Tonight it will be gone, or when all spots are filled. So if you want to take advantage of it, it's really selling like hotcakes. And that's not for nothing, of course, it's quite a bargain. Okay, let's start with the content. Beginning with Bitcoin. Because what you've seen is that Bitcoin has made that downward trend, creating a high at 99.6K, then another lower high, and then again a lower high. We've also seen that little crash here, followed by a V-shaped recovery above important support that we really needed to hold, and that's happening as well. Then we get a very nice bounce and we even break that downward trend. We are now coming back for a retest on that trend line, which was previously resistance and is likely to become support now. And if it indeed becomes support, then you have a new base, and from there you can start looking towards that $100,000 and even higher. So it is really very close now. Furthermore, if you also look at the news, it makes sense. Today, there are a lot of options expiring, and you always see a lot of volatility. So Bitcoin could also push towards that $100,000. You see that Russian President Putin signs a law recognizing Bitcoin and crypto as property in Russia, which is of course very bullish. Furthermore, Hong Kong plans tax breaks on crypto gains to attract hedge funds and private equity. So China is also going to do much more for crypto. And you also see Trump is now coming to America. Everything there is becoming pro-crypto and pro. Now China does not want to fall behind, so they are also going to pull all sorts of things to attract as many large hedge funds and investors to China instead of them going to America. Then the game will be played, and they will all bid against each other. You also see here, speculation grows about countries preemptively building Bitcoin reserves ahead of the forthcoming Trump administration. In other words, there are already countries that are probably working on building strategic reserves with Bitcoin. Because Trump is coming, Trump is going to do this, so people or countries want to start preparing for it. That is really extremely bullish, of course. What we further see is that whales bought up the dip and of the $90,000 Bitcoin with $1.5 billion in Bitcoin that was purchased around that level. So that certainly shows a lot of confidence in Bitcoin at $90,000. I really find it nice to see, but what we see in those ETFs is a small shift at the moment. On November 17th, we saw an inflow of 103 million into Bitcoin ETFs and 90 million into Ethereum. For the Ethereum ETF, that is quite high, especially when you look at the past weeks, 2 weeks. So it seems that now Bitcoin and Ethereum have raised about the same amount. The attention is starting to shift a bit towards Ethereum. Many have, of course, missed the big point of Bitcoin at this moment, and the one that follows that point is always Ethereum. So you can see that indeed the attention is being directed there. And that is of course bullish for Ethereum. I will show you that chart in a moment. What you see here is the UCT dominance. You have of course that trend line, which if broken would be very bullish, but you also need to look at which horizontal resistances and thus lows are potentially present. You have that low here at 4% and you want it to be broken and also confirmed, meaning that a candle closes outside. So if a candle closes below here, that would be bullish. Coming back for a retest so that we get a balance from there, that would also be bullish. We are not doing that for now. You can see that we have come back when we broke down towards the trend line and took a retest from there. However, we are actually sitting between those two. Support at 6 points here. The really good scenario is if we drop a bit below and really continue that downward trend. Furthermore, we look at the DXY. If the DXY goes up, you usually see that crypto prices go down. And now the correlation is a bit gone, but it would be more bullish for crypto if that DXY, so the dollar strength, also breaks down. And it seems like it is trying. We are still holding support even though we are currently floating below the support. So that is at least bullish to see. The Bitcoin dominance has found significant resistance, is making a large pullback, and has broken the last low here, as we want to see, as I just mentioned with USDD dominance. He has done the Bitcoin dam in the city, so that is at least bullish. That downward trend has started. Furthermore, we are of course looking at this trend line to see it break, and then somewhere around the best scenario would of course be 50-55 cents. Ethereum Bitcoin, Ethereum win strength, two possible scenarios. Either we come back down a little to test support and then build up from there, or we go directly up from the current point. Both are bullish scenarios for Ethereum and altcoins. In the first scenario, where we go down first, it may take a bit longer before we get that real altcoin pump. If we then look at Ethereum itself, forget about the bottom line for a moment. It is not necessarily very important, but the top one is. That is of course the upper trend line. Resistance here, resistance, resistance. That maintains the downward trend. Realistically, you could have this. You went up here and then down. Well, we are making a lower high downwards. That is the downward trend. We make another lower high here and then we go down. That could happen. But given the current situation of the market and that the bull market has really started, I expect that we will break out of this trend. So out of that downward trend, you can already see that we have a resistance here, or yes, an old resistance area. We have broken through and now we are nicely holding support. So we are holding strong support under an important resistance, and that often indicates the longer we stay just below here, the bigger and stronger the upward movement will be. And then we will quickly see new all-time highs in Ethereum, and I think that Ethereum is still a good asset to buy even at this price, because I expect that Ethereum will go to at least $10,000 during the bull market. What you see here, altcoins repeating the same pattern as in 2021, per market consolidation period just below the highs of the previous bull market, and then we break out strongly. The same story is happening again now. And then there is also a very important part of the economy of the tree apart. Then you break out of it quite a bit. And then you see that we're going to get a really hard movement and a run up next to that, next to that, next to that, then next to that. And the last one I want to discuss with you is this. You have of course seen a golden cross in the MACD here. The golden cross MACD has caused Bitcoin to shoot to an all-time high. We have also had a golden cross now on the altcoin market cap, total market cap, and we are still quite away from that all-time high of the altcoins. And for altcoins to set a new all-time high, we need to add almost 500 million to 1 billion to the total market cap. That will of course give the whole market a huge pump. In short, Bitcoin looks bullish. It seems to be becoming increasingly bullish for Ethereum and altcoins, so we are really going to see that pump in there. The whole market simply looks very good. Beautiful days, beautiful times. Stay safe. Make sure you always keep your risk management in check, because it can always turn around. We could have that 20-30% correction. The longer and faster we go up, the sharper and sooner that correction will come. So it is very much a wait and see situation regarding what will happen at that 100,000. If we shoot up and keep climbing very hard and fast, a correction will of course come quickly. Well, that was it for this video. I hope you liked it. If so, give it a like, share it with friends and family, and see you in the next one. Adios.